Yo, SojuTalk Nation! On this week's episode, we'll be covering fuego releases from Verivery, iKON, and Rain featuring Chungha. We'll also be cooking up some spicy news coverage, including Brave Girls Rollin and Big Players, Big Moves. And finally, in State of the Nation, we debate twice title tracks. So turn up the volume because we coming in hot. Hit me with that intro. Hey, what's up, everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. We're coming at you with a super spicy episode 129, and we're recording on Monday, March 8th, 2021. I'm Doug, and joining me today, we got Warren.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And Anita.
Hello.
And as a quick reminder, check out SojuTalk on your favorite podcast platform, sub to us on YouTube, and join the SojuTalk Discord and be a part of the nation. Boom. All right, in terms of announcements this week, I think the only one I have is that Stan, also known as Reach, upgraded from Spicy to Fuego in terms of Patreon. So shout out to Reach.
Oh,
Thank you.
He's now in the Harold's Haven channel, which I think is called like
Waifu
Haven or Waifu
Yeah.
Harem right now.
Waifu Harem.
It's a weird name right now, but
boy.
it is what it is. So if you wanna join in the degeneracy, become a patron and join that channel. But we are now at part 1 of SojuTalk episode 129, where we discuss big new releases, choose a spicy song king, and hit you with the music show winners. All right, big new releases. We only got 3 this week, but we got Verivery's Getaway, which came out on Tuesday, March 2nd. And then on Wednesday, on March 3rd, we had iKON's YYY and Rain's Why Don't We featuring Chungha. But let's start with Verivery's Getaway. So they are from Jellyfish, debuted in 2018. Last 3 songs, I think it's just GBTB, Thunder, and Lay Back. And then Zero Music Show wins so far. Anita, you're a Verivery fan.
Yeah.
How about,
are you? I had no clue.
how about you give us your opinion on Getaway?
It's different than the previous sound with Go Beyond the Barrier, GBTB. And I haven't quite figured out if I like it or not, because it's not what I was expecting for this comeback.
Dude,
Definitely.
you had 6 days to figure that out. What do you mean you haven't figured that out?
No, I think. Well, here's my reasoning. It has a very slower pace. And to me, what attracted me most to Very and their music is it tended to be upbeat, and the style that they had suited their dance skills, because I think they're very, very good performers. And if you saw Road to Kingdom, you would have noticed that as well. And I feel like they still pull it off here as well, but not in the same way that I thought they did in their previous comebacks. So I mean, it still works, because I don't think the song is bad. It's just different.
You wanted more speed and intricacy that comes from
A little
speed.
bit.
I like this song. Like I thought
Did
this,
you?
I
That's
thought
good.
This, I thought this
Yeah.
was good. I wasn't a huge fan of the Face It trilogy minus Layback,
Oh,
because I
really?
really like Layback as a song.
Yeah,
right?
Layback is really good.
That's my favorite. I put this up there with Layback for me. This one, I really like
Wow.
this one. I think that
Interesting.
for some reason, when I was listening to this, the verses sounded like the chorus of Love Shot.
Well, it's that kind of sound.
Yeah,
you know,
that sound like
reggae type
yeah, that
beat.
reggae slow beat, right? That, yeah, I thought there was very similar, a lot of similarities there. I thought that the dancing, of course, is one of their strongest suits. I think they did really well in that regard, and
Yeah.
we got to think Very had an extremely busy 2020 with those 3 songs,
Yeah.
plus Road to Kingdom, right? They were pretty busy. So this is the first release of 2021. I like this. I found the chorus to be really catchy. I preferred verse 1 to verse 2 for some
Oh,
reason.
that's very specific.
I think that I liked verse 1. It was a lot more singing than verse 2, which had the rap sections. I just thought the continuity was better from the singing, the soft singing into the build up into the chorus. I do like the chorus. I was vibing the whole time for this one.
Okay.
What about you, Warren?
The first thing I noticed with this track was that it did feel a little too in line with the other tracks that's coming out with the boy groups these days. The dark slower concept that seems to have been something that EXO did a couple of years back, and we're, still seeing remnants of, and that's not bad. I kind of dig it, and in fact, I really liked how reggae was incorporated into the rhythm.
Yep.
You haven't done that in a while.
Nope.
Like you guys mentioned EXO's Love Shot, which is, I guess it's 2.5 years ago at this point, but still, like, it's been a while. And like I think they played along into that very, very well.
Oh, dude.
Oh, you know what? That was not intentional.
That was not intended? Oh, okay.
That was actually not intentional.
I want to talk about something else about this song. The music video, right? There was a lot of suggestive food scenes, right?
Oh, what?
At one point, right, there's this one sequence, right? Homie caresses a sandwich, right? I'm like, okay, we doing that, right?
Yes.
And that was like a little bit after a guy was basically making love to some grapes, right? So this dude caresses the sandwich. He's like, this is my bae, right? This is my sandwich. And then another dude comes and puts a knife through it, right? And then that escalates into like him pinning him against the wall. No lie. I thought he was gonna make out with him there. Like, I really thought
I was very confused by those events.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was like, a nice visual imagery. I didn't think of it as they're gonna make out.
I wish he did though, because it would make this song way more viral. Like sometimes you gotta take one for the team to get viral, dude. Like
you'd be giving up your entire career to go viral,
man. But like, I don't know. I was really invested in that scene for some reason. Maybe it's because that sandwich got more action than me lately. I don't know.
Oh man,
I don't know what I'm saying today, but like
getting too real here.
I don't know. I just couldn't think of anything else but these like the whole second half of the music video was very suggestive in terms of food. I thought that was interesting.
I don't know, man. I didn't feel like it was that
really, bro. Rewatch that now that I've told you this. You won't be able to unsee.
I feel it was like very how should I say it? Like violence, like aggressive.
It's hedonistic.
They're destroying a lot of the food, and they're like watching themselves right in the music video. So I feel like there was a storyline going on.
There's lore, 100%.
Yeah,
they're campers. Yes, they fall into a hole, right? And then we got some and then the rest of the music video occurs in the hole for some reason.
Talking about that, I feel like I know that they've ended the trilogy, the Face It trilogy, with GBTV was the last one, I believe. But the set that they start off with in this music video is the same one as the one from that music video. So I feel like, are we linking something in the storyline? Which I'm guessing there is. Haven't quite figured it out myself yet. But I thought that was very interesting.
Are you talking about the camping?
No. There's this set where when they start doing choreo for the song, where it's like a circle type of structure above them. And if you look to the music video for Go Beyond the Barrier, they have that same set, but there's like different lighting in there. I just thought it was interesting because I figure that they're linking something in the story.
Are we sure they're not just saving money and recycling sets?
No.
I hope not.
No, Very has established lore, dude. Like, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of like that because for someone like me who doesn't care for much K-pop lore, I enjoyed the music video. I like the dark concept thing. I thought it was fine. And for people who are into them like very, very a lot and do know the lore, it's a lot of payback for that, like payoff for them as well. Because it's not like they were like, this is the lore, Like I felt it was subtle enough where it was fine for someone who doesn't know it. Overall, though, I like this. I clearly Very is really committed to the dark concept, and I think honestly they're doing a good job with it. So I'm interested to see what they do going forward.
Very groovy.
All right, let's move to the next one. We have iKON's YYY. So they are from YG. They debuted in 2015. Last three songs were Drive, I'm Okay, and Goodbye Road, with 27 music show wins so far. This is probably my favorite song of the week out of the three, I'm going to say.
Wow.
Really?
That's interesting. Wait, actually, my notes are in the wrong order. I had the wrong order here.
I thought we were doing Rain first instead of iKON, but
I thought we were too, but apparently we're not.
We're not. Apparently,
let's just roll with it. This was like a angsty ballad, but there's a lot of dancing too. It's a pop ballad, right?
House ballad.
I felt that this was very on par with a lot of YG dance ballads. I think that's like a
yeah.
thing they've done successfully with like Big Bang in the past. So sort of that same route for me. Overall, though, I thought it was really well executed. I thought that the dancing in the chorus was actually very fitting. I want to shout out to Bobby because in my head Bobby's a very aggressive rapper, but I thought that the verses he delivered in this song were very fitting for the concept and didn't like take you out of it. Because sometimes when I have an iKON song and Bobby's in it, I'm like, is it not gonna fit? Because I consider him to be a more aggressive style rapper, even like when you think about his last solo release. But for this one, I thought it was really fitting. And in terms of the music video, I thought it was really pretty. Like they brought out the expensive cameras for this
colors.
Yes. Yes.
What about you guys?
Oh no, well, Bobby always stuck to me as like someone who's capable of like doing both sides of the coin.
True.
And I feel like that really said a lot about iKON in general. I don't have a too big of an issue with iKON in this track. I really could not get past the arrangement of this track though. However, very very distracting, very annoying. Because iKON's out here doing this emotional emo, angsty, I miss you thing kind of thing. And then the drums are like, woo, house drums, and like I'm like, dude, like, I guess. Have you guys done a jigsaw puzzle before?
Yeah.
Okay, where are we going with this? Yes.
So I did a jigsaw puzzle like quite recently. You had a 3-day weekend. I was like, fun way to spend time indoors. It's the first time I did one since I was a little kid. So I wasn't used to it at the beginning. I'm like putting pieces together, and like sometimes the pieces fit each other. But then you look at the actual content of the picture, and it's definitely not. Like one's purple and the other's teal.
It's a little off. Yeah.
Right. It's totally off. And somehow the pieces fit. That's what I'm getting out of this. Yes, the BPM makes sense. Yes, the chord progressions make sense. Yes, it's all 120 to 30 BPM, so the drums it all works. Emotionally, it's very distracting. And like if you go into the chorus, you can hear the bass like boom, 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 like that kind of thing, which is very common for like a trap beat. If you think about like rappers like in America like Travis Scott or like Playboi Carti, and then like in Korea like Chung Ha or like what's his name Paul Blanco. It's a very common cliche and a trope, and it's just very out of place, and it feels like I'm eating like half of what is American pizza and half of which is kimchi pancakes, which I guess might work.
That
but
sounds kind of good, yo.
So. It doesn't work.
Okay. Anita, are you more towards what I feel, or are you more towards what he feels?
I guess I'm in the middle a bit because I think, well, first of all, my first reaction, I was a little concerned when I didn't see Bobby in the first half of the
he's not in some of the choreo shots, right?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. I felt really like, wait, was he not supposed to be in this comeback?
Low-key. No, you're right about this because I went to wikied like how many members they got, and it was like 6. And then Bobby appeared. I'm like, oh, he's here now. Like, he's here.
Right. Yeah, but I was glad after I saw him, he did his verse, and I was like, okay, they're all gonna appear then. But something that struck me about just listening to the whole song and the chorus was that I liked what I was hearing, like the chord progressions. I thought it was nice. But I still felt like it sounded familiar. I don't know what the word would be, but
it sounds like another YG track.
Yeah, and I think maybe that's where I feel like, I'm kind of concerned. Maybe I don't know if concerned is the right word, but I was just thinking about that because I didn't expect this kind of song with them going into Kingdom so soon and trying to get that.
True. This is not a hype builder, honestly. Yeah, I don't think this is.
I was kind of expecting them to go into their sound more like bling bling, more like hard hitting before the show, because I think it might be good to remind viewers like, hey, this is also what we can do. Because I feel like this type of ballad / like pop ballad with dance and stuff, they've done not that long ago. So I feel like,
that's what I was gonna say. 3 out of the last 4 releases have been pop ballads, essentially, right? I'm Okay,
right.
Goodbye Road, this one. Drive is a little bit more faster BPM, and I believe it was more Western concepts, but it was still a little melancholy though. Still a little melancholy.
Still the same line, yeah.
So I guess they're a little moody as a group, it seems, right? In terms of concept.
I feel like if anything, they're trying to show that this is their like upgraded iKON identity. They're not. They're done with doing whatever they were doing before. I forget. I don't remember any of the titles, but I remember seeing you guys dance for one of the clubs.
Rhythm time.
Rhythm Top.
Oh, goodness.
Rhythm Top. Oh man.
That's interesting.
Oh man, yeah. Don't watch that video on YouTube. But you know, it is a little. It does raise some questions. In terms of like why I get that you're trying to, you know, portray this image, but is that the only kind of image that we're capable of now?
Yeah.
You know,
Well, here's the thing. The thing is your questions are going to be answered soon when Kingdom starts, right? Like if you think about that, like literally it's going to be answered once April comes. So
okay.
I'm interested to see what happens because they are the oldest group that's going to be on the show, I believe.
Wow.
Whoa.
Is B2B older than them?
I think B2B is older.
Okay,
Yeah, B2B is older.
they're in the older Hyung group, the Sunbae group of the older groups, right?
Yeah.
Well, we'll have to see what happens because honestly, like, I feel like iKON's a dark horse to just win it. I think that
They can. I think
they definitely are in contention with the existing fan base they have, and like, who knows? Maybe they'll just like be able to show the youngins like we still got it, bro. Deal, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the last song. So we have Rain's Why Don't We featuring Chungha. So he is from Rain Company, debuted in 1998 with Fan Club, 2002 as a solo artist. His last 3 songs were Switch to Me, Beach Again with Sock 3, and Gang with 30 music show wins. All right, how did I'm just gonna say it, right?
Yeah,
let me just come out and say it.
Go for it. What's up?
I feel like
You feel like?
this song was made for the music video instead of the music video was made for the song. So let me unpack that. When we think about a music video, the music video was supposed to be secondary, where it's like we have this great song, let's show off the song through a music video, right?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
that is my
I feel like this song and music video package was more like we got this really cool choreography and concept going on. Let's make a song as well. Like that's what it felt like the thought process was for me. Like it honestly a little bit felt like a performance vid when I was watching this.
Oh.
And it just didn't feel like a true title track to me. Like when I heard Rain Chungha, I was like, bro, so hyped for this, right? And that being said, my favorite parts of the song were when Chungha was present for her part, and then the couple dance. It's not a couple dance. What is it?
Duo,
The duo choreography. Those are my favorite parts of the song, right? I don't know. I'm just really biased towards Chungha right now.
So you liked Chung Ha more than Rain on Rain's track?
Honestly, yes. Like, I'm gonna be real honest here. Yes. I think the main reason for that was just like I found the chorus to be just really like repetitive throughout. That's my main take.
Repetitiveness aside, I think it really didn't help that like the track itself feels it's trendy, but it's too trendy. You know, it's doing those K-pop cliche things that we've seen like everywhere. Like, you know,
I feel like Rain does that a lot though. This day and age.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, for over a decade now, Rain has been known as the guy who does cool choreo and has nice abs, and that's nice. That's nice. But you know, if I can't enjoy the music without looking at the music video, you know, at that point, you know, I raise certain questions. And what really doesn't help is the fact that, you know, the track itself, it's not doing Chungha any favors either for me personally. After listening to her Cadencia album a whole bunch, and like I actually was kind of digging deep into like how people feel about it and whatnot, I am starting to feel like maybe you have had too much of Chungha. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. I think she's great. But when especially a K-pop musician, when they become too accessible and they're too often on TV or coming back too often, you know, we start to lose how important they are. You know, it's like those people who date for like 3 years and they're used to each other and they forget how, you know, important they are in their lives. It's kind of like that. We're just ungrateful pieces of ash on her. So that, see, anyways, and the track itself feels like something I would hear on a Chungha's album, like straight
Yeah,
down to
yeah.
like side B kind
Stay
of area.
Tonight.
Right there. That's the one right there. So so all of that added up with like straight up, cliche arrangements. Like, I mean, they weren't cliche like 2 years ago. Now they are, because everyone does them with house tracks. The whole like we're building up to a chorus and then drop it to the bass guitar thing. Bum, bum, dum, 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 and then like they do the real drop afterwards. You come on. How many times have we seen that in K-pop now? 1 year ago when Chungha did it, I was like, this is really, really cool.
I really liked it. Yeah.
Now everyone's done it. Now everyone and their mother's done it. I've done it. You've done it. Come on. At this point, it's not really cool anymore. So we got to stop doing it. We got to do something unique and something cool and creative. Which this song does not have. I'm sorry.
I mean,
okay.
I mean, in response to that, because I agree with that, and I thought of that too when I was listening to the instrumental and a lot of the sound that they were using for this. I tend to like this genre. I like the house and I guess the runway vibes that I get from it. I like that. But for some reason, for some reason, a lot of the stuff, the combination of a lot of the stuff that was going on for this song, I just felt it was a little off. I don't know how to explain it. I think I personally thought some parts of the choreo, like the dance aspects of it, were good, but I thought they weren't utilizing their like Rain and Chungha as dancers. Like, they're really great dancers, so I thought the duo dance that they did was good, but not to the level where I thought like they're showcasing their skills to the best. So I don't know.
The choreo's not good. The music video's fine.
I mean, I didn't really have a problem with the music video, to be honest. I just felt that
it was summarizing all our points right now.
There was just some things that I think could have worked a little better.
Here's the thing.
Tweaked a bit.
I think a lot of this is based on when I saw Rain X Chungha, I was like, expectations are through the roof.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not bad. It's just whelmed.
No.
I'm just whelmed by this, like
Look what happened.
Like I just feel like it could have been a little better, honestly. That being said, I don't think it's irredeemable. I think they both did fine with. It's just like I just don't feel like the songs like really helping them out all that much, right? That's the main thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should I just transition? That's kind of like a mediocre note to go on. But
I liked it more than the iKON song. I'll give you that.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I completely disagree. But
Middle ground is better than bad ground, I think, personally.
Okay, we could talk about that more during Spice King, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But other releases this week include MC Mong's Blind. He's still releasing music. Park Ji-hoon's Call You Up featuring Ihai via Universe. That's actually a really good song. Go check that one out. Ibara Love Drug, MCND's Not Over, which is a B-side MV, and then Boys the Capo, also known as BDC, with Moon Rider.
Oh, Yukiko had a pre-release.
There was no music video, so it's not getting mentioned.
Unfortunately.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to mention.
I don't understand why there's a making vid, but not an actual vid.
Yeah.
I don't get that. But
Nah.
All right, we're at Spice King now. It's a segment where each week the crew will decide which song reigns supreme. So the Soju chart will be evaluated in terms of song quality, spice, and listener fatigue. And songs that place number 1 on the Soju chart will be this week's Spice King. So the Soju chart from last week, episode 128, consisted of Sunmi's Tale in first place, where she picked up her first crown and was the Spice King. Second place was Wonho's Lose, and third place was SHINee's Don't Call Me. And of course, the new candidates this week are Verivery's Getaway, iKON's YYY, and Rain's Why Don't We featuring Chungha. All right, who wants to go first with this one? Okay, no one wants to go first.
I went first last time.
All right, I'll go first.
Okay.
I still think Sunmi's Tale is the best song, so I'm leaving it in first place. Second place, Warren's not going to be happy, but I have iKON's YYY.
No, go for it.
And in third place, I have Verivery's Getaway. So that is my chart for this week.
Wow.
Oh.
Interesting.
Let's just say, I was debating a gajillion songs. I kind of wanted to put the on and off song in here somewhere, but I just decided at the last minute not to.
You want to go, Anita? Should I go? How do you want to do this?
I think you should go.
I should go? I don't know. You always kind of seem to change your answers depending on what I say.
I'm not that
This one's not.
strongly about.
I'm not confident this week about this
Yeah.
chart. I'm not confident. Like, I'll be honest.
Well, I'm kind of confident about my chart this
Okay.
week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, last week I voted for Wonho first and then Sunmyeon third. I'm continuing that. I'm again putting Wonho on first and then Sunmyeon third.
Okay.
Now the question is, what do I put on second? Not gonna lie, I haven't listened to Bicycle and Chungha for a while.
Okay.
And then originally I put Sunny's Tail on second, but at the same time, one of the songs I thought it was still a pretty nice shot, and it was very groovy. Groovy. What song did I say was groovy? Oh, Get Away with Very Very. So
Hey,
I'm putting
Very
Get Away by
Very.
Very Very on
Let's
second.
go.
Yeah.
All right,
you
Anita.
go.
What is your chart?
I think, to be honest, the chart from last week has not changed much. So I have been listening to Shinies quite a bit. They are finishing promotion, so it probably will not stay up there for very long.
Okay, actually, I like that song now. Just saying.
It
for the
really
record.
grows on me.
It grows on you. That's all
Yeah.
the grower, for sure.
So Shiny's done first.
Okay, this chart,
Oh, man.
this chart is a mess this week, dude.
It's gonna be a mess.
Oh my god. Okay.
Nobody agrees with anything.
Oh, dude.
And then everything after that, I was like, oddly enough, I feel like I've been leaning towards Hono's Lose a little bit more than Sunmi, so I moved that up.
Okay.
But see, I was
good news for Wonho fans.
But see, that's where the debate came in, because with the new tracks and then Sunmi, I was like, I don't know. I kind of I want to say that it was a tie for third place between Sunmi and Very Very, because I do agree that it's not my favorite style.
Put Very Very. Sorry. Ooh, a little coughing out here.
But I do feel like their transition into the darker concept, I feel like I've kind of accepted it now.
Embrace it, Anita. Embrace it.
Yeah, I'm kind of appreciating it now a little bit more. So,
Anita. Just
yeah.
Just put it in third. Put it on third, please.
Which one?
Very Very.
No, Sunmi.
No, put Very Very in third.
No,
Please,
Sunmi
I
on
beg
tail.
you.
Third. Anita, here's where you should put tail on third. Both of those words begin with a T.
Yeah, that's true.
Anita, you really got to choose though, for the sake of the show.
I know.
You really gotta
I do.
choose,
I
Anita.
know, I do.
You know what, Anita? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna count to 3, and you're just gonna pick one. If you don't pick one, Doug and I are gonna pick one for you.
Exactly.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Sunmi.
Oh, so Anita.
I mean, I really think about it and like, I don't know.
Okay. Let me figure out this chart. It's such a mess, dude. Okay, Sunmi has 5 points.
Okay.
With one first place vote, right? Wonho also has 5 points with one first place vote. And then there's also a tie for third place. So Shiny has 3 points, and then Very Very has 3 points. But God, what is this chart? Okay.
Well, 2 people voted for Very Very.
No.
True.
No, Shiny has a first place vote. That counts more. Shiny's getting third this week. So Shiny's Don't Call Me will definitely be in third, right?
It stays.
It stays for the 3rd week in a row, I believe.
It stays.
So now we
My
have to figure out Sunmi's Tail and Wonho's Lose.
Wait, who gave Sunmi Tail first?
Me. So Sunmi has a
madman.
first place vote and then 2 third place votes. Wonho has a first place vote and a second place vote. I think what we established a couple weeks ago was that the tiebreakers it's the first thing that breaks it is first place votes. Second thing is amount of people voting for it, right? That's what we established.
Right.
So therefore, because all three of us voted for Sunmi, Sunmi's getting her second crown this week.
Wow.
Ooh.
That was not
The chart didn't move. It's the same chart. God damn it. I'm looking at this. It's the same goddamn chart, guys.
Oh man.
Oh, this is so boring. All right, the chart. Unfortunately, the chart this week doesn't change. Sunmi's tail picks up her second crown. Yes. She's eligible for Hall of Spice next week somehow.
Wow.
It's in second place. We have One Ho's lose, and in third place we have Shiny's Don't Call Me. I have a feeling that the audience is not going to be happy with us this week.
I'm sorry.
Well, you know what? After BTS and Twice, Dreamcatcher won Hollow Spice. Let's get Sunmi into Soldier Chart Hollow Spice.
No. I believe Rose's song comes out this week.
Spice.
Things
Rose.
might change.
Oh,
Things
boy.
might change.
Nah.
Yes.
But who knows how good or bad Rose's track is gonna be? It might be ice cream all over again.
No, it's gonna be good. All right, we're finally at show winners. Anita, hit us with them.
All right. So, surprise! BTS Dynamite had his 32nd win on Music Bank, so it's an all-time record. So, big congrats!
And it's surpassing Shin Sung-hoon's Invisible Love from, I think it's 1992 with 31 wins. So now BTS's
Wow.
Dynamite with 32. I meant Shin Sung-hoon has 31. BTS Dynamite now has 32. All-time record. Like, that's ridiculous.
Insane.
32 wins.
Wild.
And we're like 5-6 months since that song came out, I think.
It's been a while.
Yeah. What were the other winners, Anita?
Yes, then we have Shiny's Don't Call Me with 4 wins so they won on Show Champion, M Countdown, Show Music Core, and Inkigayo. So congrats to them. And then On and Off had their first win ever with Beautiful Beautiful on the show. So congrats to them.
Shout out to On and Off. That's like a big accomplishment for them.
Yeah.
BTS Dynamite, it's insane how they got 32 like this late in the game.
I know.
And then
it's really wild because like back in like the 1990s, music industry flowed a lot slower. Like things moved along much slower. So like 31 wins was like, wow, that's crazy. Now it's like
inconceivable, but they did it.
Jesus.
Also, the shiny power real strong.
Wow.
From what I've heard, there is a distinct possibility of Brave Girls Rollin winning a music show this week.
Rollin'.
They should.
There's literally a
Let's make it
possibility.
happen.
We're gonna talk about them more in the news section, but like they said, there is a path to get to there, so it's possible. All right, but we are now at the end of part 1 of SojuTalk episode 129. We'll be back after a short break. A 3, a 2, a 1.
Hello, SojuTalk Nation. This is Anita here with a quick PSA. If you would like to support SojuTalk Kpop Podcast, please like, subscribe, or follow us on whatever platform you're using, and consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/SojuTalk or donating to us at paypal.me/SojuTalk. On behalf of the crew and myself, thank you. Now back to our regularly scheduled episode.
We are back at it with part 2 of SojuTalk episode 129, where we discuss recent K-pop news and events and give you the state of the nation.
Boom.
All right, news and events from last week. I'm gonna be honest, not that much news this week. We do have some things to talk about though. So the first one, Brave Girls Are Rollin, which is the title of this week's episode.
Rollin'.
Oh my god, oh my god. Okay. So if you were on YouTube, Warren just did the Rollin dance on this chair. So, following Rollin going viral over the past 2 weeks, Brave Girls are set to appear on a number of radio shows and entertainment programs beginning next week. The group is also preparing to return on music broadcasts. So that should be cool.
Great.
Quick reminder, if you're out of the loop, Brave Girls Rollin is from 2017, and the reason why this video or this song has gone viral is there was a special YouTube video that hit the algorithm real hard that featured some of the best comments left under past performances of Rollin. I think it has like 6 million, 5 million views right now, popping off. The big news that finally happened is today Rollin hit number 1 on iChart. That's crazy. For a song that's that old to hit number 1, it dethroned IU Celebrity 2. Now,
wow. I'm
not the biggest fan of Celebrity. I am a big IU fan though, but like the fact that this song can surpass that is crazy. It's number 1 on iChart Real Time. Right? It hit number 2 on both Melon versions. It hit number 1 on Genie Real Time, number 2 on the Daily, number 1 on Flow, number 2 on Vibe, and number 1 on Bugs, both Daily and Real Time.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. And
crazy.
Here are the songs it's beating right now. So number 2, IU Celebrity. Number 3, Yosup and Jungwon from A-Pink released a ballad called Love Day, I believe. Number 4, BTS's Dynamite. Number 5 is IU's Take My Hand. So that's from 2011, but that one's been going viral lately.
Right.
Number 6 is that Kyungso Shiny Star song.
Yes.
Number 7 is VVS. Number 8 is Shiny's Don't Call Me. Number 9 is Jangbum Jun's I Can't Sleep. Number 10 is Blackpink's Lovesick Girls. That's the type of songs that this song is beating. Like,
dang, quite a list.
It's crazy, right?
There's a couple like internet communities that like I'm not really active on, but like I scroll through for like funny memes and stuff like that in Korea. And man, the amount of gifs and like videos and like stuff about Brave Girls that's coming up is incredible. Like there's like people have nicknames for them now, like, and that's all people talk about.
One of my favorite is the girl who looks like Squirtle.
Yeah,
Girl.
yeah.
I think is her name Yoojung or something. I think that might be her name. But
I don't know. I just color code books like everyone else. But apparently, like literally a couple days before this started blowing up, like 2 weeks ago, they were like looking at getting like barista licenses, you know.
Oh?
And like this was actually, I think, on an Instagram live after it started blowing up. So like I think like they were like, oh, like it's probably like a temporary thing. And then on the brink of like calling quits, this happens.
Wow.
It's a miracle.
So
It's not even Christmas.
We'll have to see if they could pull an EXID and get a decent run out of it. Like honestly, Brave Bros, who is like their producer guy, CEO, he needs to spend the money and get a song produced by someone like, well, he's probably going to produce it himself.
Please don't.
What he should really do, though, is hire some best people in the industry to make them a song real quick, right?
Yeah.
That's what I think. We should film the music video within the next month and just drop it, right? That I think would be the smartest thing to do.
Now is the time.
Now it's honestly the time to do it.
Now is the time. And if you F's that up, dude, I think you should stop making idols.
Honestly, don't disagree with that sentiment.
Yeah. Like you have the chance of a lifetime. I honestly think this is blown up harder than Up and Down right now.
Kind of agree.
Whoa.
Kind of agree.
Yeah.
I don't. I do not know off the top of my head what the Up and Down iChart status looked like at the time, but like to hit number 1 for a song that's this old says a lot about how well this is doing. All right, yeah, we just wanted to shout out Brave Girls. You know, I want them to release something. Like I'm a fan now. Like
they really should.
They really should. It's like this is an underdog story. You know, great feels. I'm down for it. All right, the next topic: big players, big moves. This is like a mixed bag of business stuff that has come out. First one's kind of interesting. The South Korean government is set to build a virtual K-pop concert hall to support small and medium-sized labels as well as indie musicians who normally cannot produce online performances due to the high cost of production. A multi-purpose performance hall in the Olympic Park area of Seoul is being renovated with state-of-the-art technology after an injection of 20 billion Korean won, which is around $17.8 million USD from the government, and will be completed in October.
Wow.
That's kind of nice of them, right?
Big investment, yeah.
I like this because I think that the cost and the barrier for doing these online concerts is pretty high right now. It's normally the big groups, right? If there is one of these concert halls and it does all work out and a smaller company can just rent it for like a weekend and do it up,
Yeah.
I think that's great. And I think it's also good that the government is subsidizing a lot of this because it shows that they believe in the Hallyu wave is still going on.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned that it might end up like a second DDP, if you guys know what that is. The Dongdaemun Design Plaza.
Yeah.
Do you know what that is, Doug?
I liked it when I went it during my
I mean,
vacation.
it looks cool. It looks cool. Don't get me wrong, but it's mostly a waste of.
I agree. They had some cool stores in there, but that was about it.
Right. It looks like a big spaceship.
Hey,
but
if
like,
you go to Korea, Dongdaemun Design Plaza, there is an SM satellite store in there. So
is there?
yes,
Actually,
there is, and there's also one of the main music stores is in there as well. I don't remember which one, but there's one in the basement as well.
Well, I mean, it's mostly a fashion venue, and like fashion events don't happen that often.
Yeah, it's most known for having Fashion Week Korea, I would say.
Yeah. Which I get it is like a total of maybe a month in total, and maybe we're gonna have a lot more K-pop concerts in general. But we'll see what happens.
All right, everyone's favorite company, Kakao M, and their other sub company, Kakao Page, have merged to create Kakao Entertainment. So Kakao Entertainment plans to take a leading role in the overall growth of the K entertainment industry through strategic partnerships and bold investments with domestic and foreign partners. I don't know the details of this. We don't know if they're just going to be making partnerships because they're Kakao, or if they even plan on making a group or anything. There's nothing written about any of that. It seems right now it's more like a business thing where, but like everyone doesn't like them right now. Let's be honest, because of the Spotify fiasco. Here's some tea though. Let me give you some tea based on that. Additionally, this week it was announced that the Kakao M library of music will now be available on Mewbro, which is a music streaming platform. The platform is aimed at both domestic and international markets and provides music from overseas in addition to merch, fan communities, and access to in-house auditions. It was created by Brave Bros, the CEO of Brave Entertainment.
Goodness.
Warren, express why you're sighing at this.
It's stupid. That's why. Stupid.
Elaborate.
All right. You guys, do you guys know what my favorite sitcom is in America?
No.
The Office and Parks and Recs.
Oh, Parks and Rec.
Let me watch it on Netflix. Oh, wait, it's not on Netflix anymore. Because why? Because CNBC built their own streaming network and it's on Peacock now. That's why. Which, I guess is fine. I'll just sign up for Peacock instead. Music is going the same route, it looks like. It seems like that's what they want to do. It seems like they were like, oh, it's our property. We're going to put it on our own thing. Y'all want to listen to it? Sign up for our thing.
Or it's like, it's on our thing or only our friends' thing, right? Like,
right. It's with us or our buddies, not their buddies. They're not cool, guys. Join music, bro. Join me, bro. Like that's where it's cool, guys. Oh my god, Jesus Christ.
War's pissed about this one. A little salty.
No, it's angering. It's angering. I mean, this guys. I still I'm about to buy YouTube Music. I'm not gonna lie.
I've heard a lot about people switching.
I disabled Spotify Premium. Yeah. And I bought a Crunchyroll subscription so I can watch anime.
Things.
No, I got my priority. I got my priorities straight, dude. I have Crunchyroll. I'm using the 3-week free trial, but I'm definitely just gonna retain it because there's so many things on my watch list that are on Crunchyroll. So like, I've already used as much Crunchyroll as I used Spotify in the last year, I think. Just saying, because
I mean, like, I don't know. The great thing about Spotify is how great their discovery algorithm is.
True.
YouTube is okay after that, and as far as I can tell, other competitors, they can put some effort into creating a more appealing product, and then I will join your product. Don't force me to join your little clubhouse, and then shake your little hand because you got cool people in your club. No, like don't do that. This is a fair competition.
Yeah, Warren, I like the salt today from Warren. Little gusto.
I'm actually like very angry. I can't listen to XXX. I can't listen to Rocket Punch. There's so many different artists in the Korean music sphere that I don't have access to right now. It's poop. And I hate it.
Okay. Here's some other stuff. So following Cherry Bullet and P1 Harmony, which already joined the platform, FNC Entertainment will be joining the global community platform Weverse at a company level.
Wow.
With more FNC artists expected to join the platform. FNC is home to FT Island, CM Blue, AOA, SF9, Cherry Bullet, P1 Harmony, and this is one that I wrote, Yujae-suk, and many other entertainers.
Wow. Yeah. I'm about to join Yujae-suk's Weverse.
I honestly, I was debating, like, I think that would get me to download Weverse.
Stan Yusantil, boys. Let's go.
This is another big domino to fall, I think. FNC is a very big company. I know that we might not think that some of their groups are the highest tier stuff, but they are a company that has lots of numbers, right? Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a quantity over quality thing, but like they have a lot of talent in terms of the entertainers there, in terms of the musicians there. They have a lot of people there, right? Is the thing
Numbers,
I'm trying to say.
yeah.
Right.
Big move. When is the Woolim domino gonna fall, Warren?
Bro, can you stop? Jesus.
What do you want them to do though? Do you want them to join Weverse, or would you rather them join the SM thing?
I've actually looked at Weverse a whole bunch because like on a product designer level, I was like very interested to see how it works, and it's a nice app. I was like pleasantly surprised. It's not janky at all. It's not like Universe.
Okay, Universe
No?
is like I tried using it again. It just still wasn't great.
wow.
It still wasn't a great experience.
Weverse at the very least is an app. It functions. Universe is like half a game, half an app, half nothing. Just Centaur thing over here. I if I was in charge of Woolen marketing,
CEO.
marketing. See, I'm sure Mr. CEO is very busy. If I was in charge of their marketing and community management, if you will, I am putting down everything I have on my plate right now to start working with Weverse because, man, they have a nice service, they have a nice product, and that's why I want to join. Not because I want to join some stupid clubhouse that Kakao is making. No, because
Pig.
it's a nice service. It's a nice app. So.
All right, finally, KQ Entertainment has opened their own online merch store called KQ
Wow.
Shop
Wow.
and will be selling goods for artists including Block B, ATEEZ, Eden, and Maddox.
Wow.
Interesting.
Cool.
So, like, if you want your ATEEZ light stick, you could directly buy it from KQ Entertainment now.
Wow.
That being said, though, shop around for the shipping prices. There's a rose. There's gonna be an LP of it, right?
Who knows? Maybe.
I was debating buying it, right? When I
Okay.
tried to get it from the YG store, the album plus shipping was like $90. I can't
$90.
the stupid LP is $50 flat.
Okay, that's a little overpriced.
Like
I'm not gonna lie.
I could rationalize spending like $30 on the LP, $30 of shipping. Like I could maybe rationalize that.
$30.
I know it's ridiculous, but like I think the total once I wanted to do it on K-Town for You or other stores was like still like $75. I couldn't justify that because like
I mean, yeah.
like okay, let's be real here. Like how many times I'm gonna like I love this LP thing I got here. It's cool. I listen to it once in a while. It's nice. It's a vibe. Also, it's just like it's like a nice furniture piece, right? Like it's also for that.
Looks nice.
The look.
It looks nice. I was like, there's other things I could spend $75, $90 on. That's like anime figures, right? You know? I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, to compare it competitively over here, Lady Gaga's Fame Monster. You guys remember that album?
Yep.
2009, huge hit.
Of course.
3-disc LP, deluxe edition in
Wow.
Urban Outfitters right now. Currently for $40.
Yeah. See, it's hard
So-
to justify.
Yeah.
Also, like you could buy like an Ariana Grande LP on Amazon for like $28 with free shipping. So it's hard to justify sometimes. But that's what it is with most K-pop merch. Like, let's be real here. Let's move to the quick takes. So on March 29th, KBS will broadcast BTS's talk show special called Let's BTS to extend the group's message of hope with heartfelt discussions and live performances. The production team stated, quote, Let's BTS will not only display BTS's artistry as a global artist, but also their individual stories as young men living through these times. And there's going to be performances and other things. So,
Wow.
Interesting.
Cool.
yeah, I never heard of them just doing like a one-off like talk show. So I'm sure the
Yeah.
viewership's going to be crazy. Next, beginning on March 27th, Billboard will now incorporate Facebook music video streams onto their official charts.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay. Interesting.
Interesting.
Who's watching
Yeah.
music videos on Facebook? That's
Yeah.
Everyone in Southeast Asia, guys.
really? Oh, I
No.
had no clue.
No, Facebook is literally the entire internet for a lot of people down there.
Oh, then I think it's just great then if they're
Yeah.
counting
Oh,
that
no,
now.
it's
But
great, it's great, it's great.
Billboard is for U.S. market, right?
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
You know what? I
Right?
don't know.
No, it
anymore.
is. It is. It's based in the U.S. It's for the U.S. charts. I know they have an international one, but it's primarily U.S. So I don't know. Next, on March 4th, it was officially announced that GOT7's Bam Bam has joined Abyss Company.
Wow.
So Abyss Company was formerly known as Make Us Entertainment and is home to artists such as Sunmi, Pakwon, and Urban. How do I pronounce that, Warren?
Zakapa. That's a
Yes.
typo there.
Yeah.
Zakapa.
Interesting.
Big indie trio.
Interesting. So we had JB join. No, Yugyum joined AOMG, right?
Yep.
So he was following his former JYP label mate J Park, right?
J Park.
And now we have Bam Bam joining Abyss, where Sunmi's at.
I'm not sure who Bagwan is, but Urban Zakapa, huge name in the indie scene in Korea.
Yep.
Sunmi, obviously a huge name in K-pop. It's a low-key a banger of a company, if you ask me. So,
Yeah,
skirt,
like
skirt.
I wonder how much of this contract is based like in Korea or in Thailand for him, because I think there's a lot of money to be made in Thailand, right? Just saying. Next, this one's kind of cool. S2 Entertainment, founded by Cube founder Hong. You remember last year he left the company.
Oh, yeah.
They shared a coming soon teaser image. Many believe that it is a girl group, which will be debuting soon, as Hong previously mentioned debuting a girl group in the first half of 2021 last year.
That's kind of exciting.
It's kind of exciting. It's going to be like I wonder what the combination of the hype plus delivery is going to be, because people know that this is the former Cube guy, but the gen public probably has no clue what S2 Entertainment is. So we'll have to see how this plays out. Finally, Day 6's Sungjin enlisted in the military today on March 8th, and Sungjin personally relayed the news through V Live with fans and noted that Day 6's upcoming comeback album has already been completed.
Oh.
He was like,
Wow.
Yeah.
V Living like on his way to Gundae.
Oh my God.
I'm pretty sure that happened. Like, shout out to him though for doing that. And from what I understand, this was like all of a sudden, fam.
Right, sounds like
Yeah.
it.
All right, lastly, in terms of the school violence, bullying, accusation stuff, Cube released the update statement for G Idol Sujin that she will be absent from schedules for the time being. The bigger story, we're not going to go into too much, but DSP Entertainment announced legal actions against former April member Hyunju and her family. This development came after an individual who identified himself as Hyunju's younger brother wrote a post online alleging that Hyunju had been bullied by the other April members, and I believe one of the members of KARD who used to be in that group. Other individuals, another individual claiming to be Hyunju's former classmate made similar allegations. This one's kind of messy because there's like accusations, then there's denials, and then there's further proof that the accusations were true. So it's like it's a ping ponging right now, and then DSP is like, nah, we're just gonna sue them. Like,
Dang.
Yeah. I will note the public opinion seems to have decided a side at this point. But it could.
Towards-
I mean, they're siding with Hyunju at the moment.
yes. I would say that if you look at everything that's come out, it's rather in her favor, but who knows what the actual truth is.
Right. Yeah. Who knows what the actual truth is? And we should.
Hey, now that they're going to court, it's gonna be known what the truth is. Like,
I mean, I guess
that's
it's always.
interesting.
It feels like the truth should be known at some point, but it's just messy,
For sure.
real messy.
All right, announced comeback. So this one's called Eyes. I thought it was Eyes one, but it's just Eyes. So they're coming back
Eyes.
on March 9th. Soyu March
man.
11th. Gravity March 11th. Dripping March 16th. IU March 25th. Baekhyun March 30th. Astro in March. And Newest in April.
Excuse me, sir. I have to correct you for a mistake. You said dripping.
Dripping.
Yeah.
There you go. It's
Dripping.
There you
March
go.
16th. All right. State of the Nation. What if
Y'all
you...
watching some anime moves, Doug?
Yeah. All
You're
right.
watching some 2D woman in your TV screen.
All right, don't put it like that, dude. That's too sus. The main things I watched this week, I watched the entirety of the Monogatari series.
You watched it all.
I binge watched about 100 episodes plus 3 movies.
Oh my
I'm a little
God.
burnt out. I ain't gonna lie.
Take it easy. Why are you going so fast?
That being said, maybe a hot take. I said this in the Discord. It's my favorite series I've watched out of everything I've ever watched in terms of anime.
Wow.
In your life.
Ever.
Wow.
Top
It's a
three.
good show.
Top 3. It's probably a rotating order right now. It's probably Monogatari, the whole thing. Violet Evergarden and Demon Slayer. I want to say.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
Monogatari was an IP that, like, back when it first dropped, it was considered the best of the season and the year as well. So, you know,
It's
probably the
like
reason why.
it's pretty weird though. Like this is not like a family friendly anime.
Oh no,
There's a lot of sus things going on. It's very
you know,
self aware of what it's doing too.
I didn't know toothbrushing could be R-rated.
Yeah, there's like a legendary toothbrushing scene. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I didn't know I'd be saying this 8 years after it released.
That being said, like it's very self aware at how weird it's being. It's obvious that they know what they're doing in terms of their weirdness. I know it's overused that people say watch it for the plot, but the plot is actually good. The characters are really likable, like all of them for the most part. It's fun. I said watch the first season. You know, it's great. You'll probably know within the first 2 episodes though if this is for you or not. just you'll know real quick. The other thing is, you know, I said I'm burnt out. But then I started watching ReZero, and I somehow was able to watch 20 episodes in the past 24 hours.
Doug.
This is all you do nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, I like it literally. It's like, all right, fishing starting soon, right? It opens this week. I don't know if I'm going in this week though. But fishing starts soon. So, but the whole winter, like the last like couple months, I had like nothing to do. So like, I literally wake up, I like eat my meals. I get some workout in, and then I watch anime or like hang out on Discord. That's about it right now.
I'm surprised you don't watch while you work out.
Oh no, I do too. I do that too, dude.
Oh, no.
I like so it's like just constantly on.
You know, a big news in terms of anime nowadays. Today was the release of the last movie of Evangelion.
Ooh.
Oh really?
Yeah, in Japan. It's the final movie. The series is coming to an end. The IP that's been on, the franchise that's been on for 30 years at this point.
So long, yeah.
It's coming to an end. Doug is quickly Googling it.
No, I know which one it is.
Oh, yeah, it's the one with Asuka and like the alien-looking robots and I wanna die,
So
existence is
creepy.
pain. That being said, I haven't seen any of the newer stuff, but
Me neither.
now that the final one is out, guess who is ready to jump back on the train?
Is it you?
You know?
Wow.
Bro, you gotta watch have you seen all of Monogatari or no?
I mean, like, I've seen the older stuff. I stopped watching after like the second season. The second season, which is like the third season.
True.
Yeah, I'll probably rewatch that at some point too.
Here's my opinions on ReZero.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the main plot device is that like this isn't even a spoiler. You find this out real quick, right?
Yeah. If you've seen
If you don't want to be spoiled, then fast forward. But the main spoiler is that the device is like he dies, he goes back in time a little and has to relive what he's done. That's like the main plot device, right?
Yeah.
I think that the series is great. A lot of likable characters. The problem I'm having is because he needs to keep on reliving the same like couple days constantly in order to make progress. The story actually progresses really slowly. Because if he's living the same day or same sequence like 4 or 5 times, right? Another show has made 5 times the progress in the plot technically. Now that being said, it's not a bad thing because it's showing that the main character isn't overpowered or anything. But for me, sometimes it's just like, all right, you know, bro, like just do this and you get the good answer, dude. Like at least in my head, right? Sometimes it drags. At the same time, I'm just gonna make a hot take. I know Amelia's really great. Like her voice actor is my favorite voice actor on the show, and she's pretty. But Rem is the best girl.
There you go.
Just saying.
I mean, like you got to think about the context of the show coming out, right? Because like it came out, it originally dropped back when isekai shows were like the whole, and they still are, you know.
So
and the whole premise there is like, I'm a jobless kid in the real world playing video games, but I get sent to this fantasy world and I do my thing. And
what he's explaining, so he's explaining what isekai is. Essentially, is like you're a normal dude, or you're a typical.
No. Yeah, you're a below average dude.
Below average dude, and then you get transported to a magical world, and you get to have adventures. That's essentially what that genre is.
Right. Except all of them are basically the same. And this show, along with Konosuba, was the only one that like started to twist the cliches, if you will. Yeah. And people like that.
That being said, the fact that I've watched 20 episodes in like 24 hours means it's probably pretty good, you know?
Not too bad.
There are flaws that I find, but overall, I am liking it. It's good though.
Well,
yeah.
Do you like it? Do you likey it? Or should I say, do you fancy
All right, that's a little spoiler for the final thing. Other thing, last thing I've been doing is we got a cat. You know.
Yes.
His name is Boots. He's a little stray cat. He's like 4 months old. We have stray cats at our store, the family business. He was really like the runt of the small litter that they had. Like he was like a struggle city. So we decided to adopt him, and so my dad's been like keeping him in the shop for a while. We've been feeding him. So he's cute though, and we're happy to have him. We got a new family member. He's
Please
nice.
share photos.
Yes, we're going to have all the vet give him the shots and stuff tomorrow. So we'll be
Nice.
Gucci then. Hopefully we have a long, happy life together. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Congrats on your cat adoption.
It's been like 4 years in the making. Like it's been a long time
Oh,
in the
really?
making to get this cat. Because the second my sister got cats like a while ago, I was like, can we get a cat? Like I like cats. They're nice. It took a while, but we finally got one. Have you guys been doing anything? How about you, Mr. Warren?
Yes.
I made a jigsaw puzzle. I'll put a photo of it right now.
Yes.
Boom.
The reference.
We had like a puzzle like phase at our house during the beginning of pandemic. It was just
Same,
it was just Puzzle
same.
City for a while.
Yeah.
It was the first time I did one in a long time. I thought it wouldn't be too bad. It was bad.
It's you got to commit to the puzzle, man.
Yeah, and I thought 1,000-piece puzzles wouldn't be too bad. Apparently, they're like upper middle tier difficulty.
Bro, there's like multiple 1,000-piece puzzles where there's no picture. It's solid color.
Right? Yeah, no, I saw those like 5,000
You're
solid
insane.
white color.
You're
I was
insane.
Like, why
Oh my
would you want to
God.
do this?
Yeah. I don't know. So you've
Yeah, what have you been
been
up to,
puzzling. Well, what about you, Anita?
I've been puzzling. Yeah.
Very quick. I also got a little bored, and I got some webtoons recommended to me that I checked out. And
webtoons.
two notable ones that I would also recommend to others is one is called Romance 101. So by the title, you could guess it's a very rom-com
Anita, you like
type of
rom-coms?
slice of life. Yeah, it's really funny. I like the funny illustrations. And another one, which I think is quite popular already, is called Unholy Blood. It's a vampire one, but
Anita,
it's
you like vampires?
well, I was into them back in the day, middle
you
school,
also
Twilight.
like
Twilight.
Hey.
Yo, low key. I once read like all of Twilight so I could know what the girls in my class were talking about.
There you go.
I read like all
But-
of that trash, dude.
yeah,
Now
yeah.
you can talk with Anita.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's really interesting. The artwork is also really well done, very very clean. So if you're into that, check it out.
I'm looking at the artwork right now. It's very shoujo.
For which one? Unholy Blood?
Oh, sorry, Romance 101.
Yeah, it's that genre.
I will be honest, I googled Romance 101. I also got a blog, about actual romance tips, 12 things never to say when you're arguing with a woman. So,
Warren, Warren, save that page. Send me it, bro.
I will send
save that one. Save that
Send the
link.
link.
Save the link.
Yeah. I will send it over.
Final thing before we go to the final thing we're doing this week is I almost got waifu wrecked while watching Monogatari. Like, Saber is my anime favorite character, right?
Number one.
Senjo Kohara from Monogatari made a hard case though. Something about
Some
her.
points.
Well, Doug, I'm sorry. Your waifu is trash, and so are we. So there you go.
That made me feel great about myself.
It's so negative.
Before we take a quick break to switch the formatting, Warren, what are we going to be doing today?
Oh well, I think we've been doing World Cups for a while, but I was like, well, Doug was like, let's do something K-pop related this time. And you know what group all the three of us like? The one we originally bonded over. That's
don't
right,
know.
Twice.
I
We're gonna
like that
talk
group.
about Twice
Nice.
title tracks, but now we're gonna do a World Cup with them. Which one comes out on top? Is it Fancy? Is it Likey? Is it Signal? Is it Knock Knock?
Not
Is it-
knock.
Oh,
You know what? We will find out after the break. So 3, 2, 1.
all right. Twice title track World Cup. Let's do it.
Boom. 16 songs. Let's go. Round 1.
All right, I'm clicking. It ain't doing anything
Clicking. It's lagging.
though. Oh,
Things
here we
happen.
go.
It's okay. Here we go. Round 1. Like UA versus More and More.
Are we just not gonna
Image
get
not
pictures?
Well, I put in images, so I don't know.
You know what? How about I refresh?
Yeah, let's just try to do that all over again. There we go.
Okay,
I
so
can't stop me.
I can't.
Versus Feel Special.
Oh my goodness, dude! Why are they giving us such a hard one off the top?
I have mine.
I have mine as well. This isn't that hard, actually.
Okay, there's a correct answer, right? The correct answer is Feel Special, right? That's the obvious correct answer, right? But I really like. I think I Can't Stop Me is like a top 5 Twice track.
Well,
It is
I mean,
memorable, yeah.
It is definitely memorable. Feel Special, you know, the whole Mina situation.
I feel like
Okay.
Feel Special, you know, it just feels special when you listen to it. It just hits different.
It does.
I really didn't want to make that line, but there you go.
Well, I did. Well, You Can't Stop Me, right? So,
Okay.
do we have anything more to say? Like, wait, you don't like I Can't Stop Me, right, Oren?
I was okay with it the entire time. I still am. It just feels like another, synthwave track that falls under that trend and is kind of gone at this point. So
All right, unanimous Feel Special, right? Unanimous Feel Special.
You make me feel special.
All right, what we got up next?
Round 2, like Ooh Ah and Dance the Night Away.
Oh, this is tough. So do you like the debut track, right? Always have a nostalgia feeling with the debut track, or do you like the summer bop, right?
Right. Do you want the one where Chaeyoung looks like a zombie, or the other one where people have zombie colored skin? It's quite kind of a dilemma. For me personally, when I was first becoming friends with you guys, the first thing I recall in that little classroom when we were doing rehearsals for our organization, I recall the first thing I would go, sit down, wait for the things to begin, and for some reason on the screen, like Ooh Ah would be playing every week. It was there. I don't know why. It was there every week, along with J Park. So for me, it reminds me of a time very special to my heart.
Oh wait, are we deciding
That's
our
why I'm
favorite? Are we
Dance the
picking
Night
our
Away.
favorite song or what's the best song? We have to make this clear.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? There's different.
Yeah, so that's why I think it should be a bit of mix of both.
Bit of both?
If we were doing a spicy chart for these,
Okay, here's the thing. I have more of a personal connection, nostalgia vibe with like Wahage, right? Of course. That being said, I think Dance the Night Away has stood the test of time and is a better song. That's why I'm
Really?
Yeah, I think it is.
Look, okay, I'll be honest. I was trolling, but you kind of cut me off. But I was like, and I ended my sentence with that's why I chose Dance the Night Away, because in reality, I think Dance the Night Away is poo track. My goodness, how many times are you gonna recycle one single melody in a song? The entire song is bum 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 bum.
Hey, it's good though. It slaps.
That is the entire song.
It slaps. It slaps.
It's the entire song. The entire 3 however minutes is like that played on a synth. Them singing that.
It's
then
fun
whispering
though. It's
the
fun.
whole song is one melody line.
Anita, break the tie, Anita.
Okay, my reasoning here is that if we're going by quality, right, not just personal feelings.
You could mix. You can mix.
A bit of mix.
Well, I guess I'm mixing both then, but I feel like Twice, the debut that they had was so good, and if Dance the Night Away had been the debut, I wouldn't have felt the same way.
That is a very logical take.
Honestly, you're not wrong. I like that point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even though Uhage, I don't think they won a music show for it. It is a music show winning caliber song.
Yeah, it was
for sure.
the attention grabber right there.
All right,
There
let's
we
go to the
Like
next
Ua wins.
one.
Round 3, More and More and Likey.
Wait, these are both songs that I'm not a huge fan of from Twice. They're I know that the general opinion of More and More, there is a strong camp that does like More and More very much.
Wait, seriously?
I am just not a part of that camp. I'm sorry.
Me
fans.
either.
Me neither.
Likey, for me, I'm not a huge fan of Likey either. Actually,
Okay, here's what I'll say about Likey.
Uh-huh.
It's a perfect embodiment of what they were pre-fancy.
True.
It is the pure statement. Sure, Cheer Up and TT were successful, but like encompassing their it's not like encompassing their entire discography leading up into Fancy. Likey is like the perfect character statement for who Twice is.
That music video in Seattle is like classic.
Yeah,
dude.
isn't it Toronto?
I don't know. They might have been in Toronto. Actually, it was
Somewhere in North America.
Warren, Google that real quick. Where the Likey music video? I could have actually. I think is it Toronto or Seattle? It's one of the two. I'm sure.
It's somewhere in North America.
Yeah, North America.
North America. It's a small place. I'm sure you have.
Anita, which one would you pick?
Likey.
I agree. Yeah,
That's my
Likey.
choice.
Yeah. I know some people are gonna be angry, but it is what it is.
Round 4.
All right.
The best thing I ever did.
One
versus
of
TT.
one of these we included because we didn't have like enough songs. Because like the best thing I ever did, it's from like a special release near the holidays. I own the album, but like it's like barely considered a title track. Even like it might not even be. I'm not even that sure.
You just told me it is.
I don't know. I made it up. TT though. That's like a gilded like
Iconic.
goat song, right? For them.
It is.
Yes.
It is the song that put them on the spot in Japan.
True. Like
Oh.
TT's a classic with TT's the Halloween themed one, right? In the music
Yeah.
video. Yeah.
Yes.
That's an all-time legendary song. I think this one's fairly obvious.
There is a video on YouTube somewhere out there of Doug and me dancing TT.
Oh, shut up, dude. don't expose me.
Don't look it up.
Don't look it up.
Don't ever find it. They'll never find it.
That being said, if you prefer the best thing I ever did to TT, please let us know why. Because I'm very curious of that. If you're someone who thinks
Yeah.
the best thing I ever did is better than TT.
You know, I think one possible argument for it is that there is this one riser and dropper in TT that goes on through the entire track.
There's that
And
sound
people
effect.
who
Yeah.
notice it, people who notice it, you can not unhear it, and people are annoyed by it. It is like,
You know what I'm afraid of? I'm so afraid we're gonna get Cheer Up versus Fancy. Like, I'm so afraid of that.
we'll worry about it when we get there, guys.
Please don't give it.
Round 5.
Okay.
Heart Shaker and Fancy.
Okay, you remember when I called this Love Shaker? The day, even though I was
Yeah.
arguing for it.
One of our internal.
That being said, I
memes.
really like Heart Shaker. It's one of my favorite Twice songs of all time. I know it is not the most popular Twice song. It is underrated. It's the famous meme line, is Sana gay, right? Like that's the famous meme line out of it. It is a good
possible.
song. That being said, Fancy I think is one of their best songs. Like period.
It
I
was
think there was a point, I think, like along the lines of What Is Love and then Yes or Yes, that kind of year. I forget what 2018 was it? Yeah,
Something like
2018.
that, yeah.
I think that 1 year I was like, I'm not really feeling Twice anymore. I'm not really excited about these people. Up until that point, I was like going around. I was like, hey, nice to meet you, friend. I'm a once. Are you also a once? We are now good friends. That stopped happening. And then what put them back on the map for me?
2019.
fancy.
Fancy and To Feel Special was legendary. I think this one's like fairly obvious, right, Anita?
Yes.
Fancy you.
Fancy
Yes.
you.
Amazing like album art too. It's one of my favorite Twice album art.
Round 6. What Is Love versus Cry For Me?
Okay.
Oh man.
I like Cry For Me. Like straight up. I know Warren does it all that much.
I mean, I don't like What Is Love either, so what you gonna do?
Oh, really?
What Is Love though is kind of iconic with the
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean,
with the,
I don't know.
the choreography.
Yeah, but like when What Is Love dropped, I was already a proponent of Twice needs an image change. And I was so angry when they didn't. And I was like, we're doing this all over again. And I was very unhappy.
Which
that
would you
being
pick?
said,
Yeah, which would you pick though?
I would personally lean towards What Is Love a little more than Cry For Me. Frankly, I listened to Cry For Me again right before we recorded because during break before I forgot what it sounded like, and I still forgot what it sounds like. So
Cry for me. Cry for me. I'm not gonna sing the whole song. Anita, do you agree with What Is Love? Because I think I'm leaning towards What Is Love as well.
Yeah, I kind of still lean towards What Is Love, just because I think, I mean, I do get what Warren's saying about like the need for the sound change at this point when it was released, but I feel like it was still very iconic into their I guess presence as a group. Like
here it is.
The point dance.
It's a very Twice song, just not an iconic Twice song. Is the way I'll put it.
Yeah.
All right, let's choose What Is Love, and then we got around 7 out of 8 for the first round. What are we gonna get? Yes or yes?
Yes or yes.
Or Signal? Okay, Warren dislikes Signal. let's let everyone know. Warren does not like Signal. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we had a
I don't like
pre-discussion last week, and Warren was telling us how much he dislikes Signal.
It is by far the worst Twice title track to exist.
No. There's another one in the next
Bad.
pairing that's worse than this one.
Knock Knock is better than
No,
Signal.
you're crazy,
No.
bro.
5 miles. You know what? No, Signal. Do you enjoy people being turned into aliens?
Okay, the music
It was
video is
fun.
weird.
It's
It's weird towards the
interesting.
end, right? I get it. It's weird.
The song is weird too. What do you hear them sing rap the whole thing?
Bro, this thing?
Okay, no, this is
so
cute.
nice.
This is cute. I get that. I like that. But like everything else about the track was like,
What?
I really like it.
I really like Signal, dude.
well, me and my other friend didn't like it back in the day. Okay, I don't know what
Yeah,
the two are
yes or
on.
yes is like, it's fun, right? Like at the concert,
Yeah,
yes or
it
yes
is.
or yes is hype because everyone can do the chant there, right? Scream yes or yes,
Yeah.
right? Signal though, you know? Just signals right into my heart, fam. This one, yes or yes.
Signals right into your heart.
Yes or
Oh,
yes, it's like, yeah, it's fun, you know?
I mean, to be frank, I'm not a big fan of Yes or Yes either. It still falls onto that 2018 Twice mediocrity age for me.
Anita, which one would you pick?
I'm kind of torn because I like both. I think Signal, I like it because to me, it sounded a little bit different than a lot of the stuff that they were putting out at the same time when it was released. And I liked the theme that they were going on with the aliens and the powers.
I liked it.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I will have you guys know. The summer it dropped, the friends I was hanging out with, none of them liked it. I went online.
Okay.
I went online. The comments were like, "Why is Twice working with your IP? The song is but."
What? This is a good song, dude. This is a what?
I don't like it.
I do recognize that Yes or Yes is super catchy and really, really fun.
Of course, that has one of the
chorus
best catch
is so
lines
fun.
out of like all of their songs, right?
Yes.
Yes or yes is such a great iconic line. Plus the Mina intro alone is worth the price of admission.
Yeah.
Anita, which one are you gonna? I'm 50-50 on this. We know Warren is
I am
clearly
voting for Yes or Yes, the lesser of two evils.
Anita, which one are you going with?
See, in my logic, I would want to pick Signal just to have it like take down Knock Knock at some point. But
Whoa! Anita, you're assuming Knock Knock is gonna get past the next pairing, which it's not.
well, that's what I'm afraid
Because
of.
I know what song it's versing in my head. So
Spoiler alert,
it ain't gonna beat that one.
Hey, you know what? Okay, if I can make one more pitch for Yes or Yes over Signal, hear me out.
Okay, I'll hear you out.
I want you guys to look very carefully. at the cover art.
Okay, that's great cover art on the left.
Right? On the left, great cover art. For Signal, dude, 2 people are closing their eyes, and Jungin barely has her eyes open.
All right.
But it looks
I want to
cute.
see people's eyes.
Bro, you got Daehyun's weird hair color that she had in Yes or Yes, dude. The purple hair that no one really liked all that much.
Well, I didn't like Chaeyoung's hair in Signal.
All right, Anita.
So what you're gonna do?
We gotta pick.
It's Yes or Yes for Yes or Yes.
Here's the thing. I will play Warren's game this time and give you Yes or Yes. Boom. All right.
And you're gonna shoot me down for Knock Knock.
All right,
Yes.
this next one. Cheer Up versus Knock Knock.
Cheer up.
This ain't a competition. This ain't a competition.
No, it's not.
The album. You know who got me this album?
Who?
It was you, Douglas.
No.
King.
I didn't buy you this. I bought one copy and they sent us two. You remember? I bought it and they sent us two of them. And the thing is, we had an agreement that you would give me the photo cards if they were different, and they weren't different. They were the exact same two photo cards. I remember this.
Okay, I actually didn't remember the details.
All right,
let's
remembering. For me, Knock Knock is the least is the worst title track. Like, it's straight up. Anita, you agree, right?
It's not a favorite.
It's
I'm
not
sorry.
a favorite.
Well, I'm remembering back in the day. The day Knock Knock came out, the three of us got into a big car that Doug drives. We put Knock Knock on the radio. We're booming, we're bamming, we're having a good time. We're also bimming, I guess. And then we listened to it twice, and Doug was like, "Let's turn the song to a different song, Warren. I think that's enough of this song."
I did. LOL.
That was actually what happened.
LOL.
For me, that was a heartbreaking moment. It knocked into my heart a lot of pain.
Well, bro, just cheer up and vote the one on the left, fam. Because we know,
There you go.
everyone knows Cheer Up is like a legendary Twice song, right? The iconic
Breakout song for
choreography.
them. Yeah.
If I may, I think Knock Knock is getting eliminated, not because it's a bad song, but because Cheer Up is a finalist.
Nah, fam, I am
in
voting
the
against it
making.
because it's not great. Same thing with Anita. So we are voting Cheer Up. Let's go to the next round now. The songs are coming. Oh my God, it happened.
Feel Special versus Fancy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The big boys of 2019 bowed it out again.
This is this is my biggest fear. Like this one.
Well, I think it's an easier one here again. And I'm voting for Fancy. Because Feel Special cannot exist without Fancy.
I agree with that actually.
Yeah.
You know, the
Yeah.
thing is, I honestly would pick Fancy over Feel Special as well.
Yeah.
I think that out of the more recent Twice stuff, Fancy's been by far the best thing they've done in the past 2-3
I agree.
years. For sure. Fancy,
yeah.
I think is I think it's gonna end up being Fancy versus either TT or Cheer Up at the end. That's
Oof.
gonna be the debate. The new
Oh,
school or the
no.
old school. But all right, Fancy. Next, what do we got?
Round two, TT versus like Ooh-ah.
Oh, it's kind of tough. I like both these songs. I do think though that TT is more iconic, straight up.
I agree with that too.
Warren, Warren has a pensive look on his face. Are you actually debating? Oh, here's the thing. I could be convinced to vote I get here.
I know it's a difficult question. Well, I will admit. I have to admit. The first GIF of K-pop that I downloaded on my phone was Pinocchio Jonghyun from the TT music video.
Yeah, that's a legendary music video. The Halloween concept
Yeah.
one.
It was just a legendary music video. We still look back years later, and somehow we have not exceeded the best Halloween music video.
That's like
of the industry.
TT is like an all-time legendary song, in my opinion.
I agree
Regardless
with
of if you're a girl group or any kind of group, I think it's an all-timer. TT, I think you gotta pick it here. All right, next in the
Round 3, Cheer Up versus Likey.
This is a no-brainer, guys. It is clearly Cheer Up, right? Dugun Dugun Dugun?
Yeah.
Nah.
What?
Well, okay. On a personal level, these two are my favorite songs from Twice.
Really?
Oh,
Followed by-
Wait,
okay.
Likey's in top 2?
Likey is actually my favorite song from Twice.
Really?
My favorite song.
Sorry.
I thought you guys knew this.
No.
Did not.
No, I thought it was great. It was a great song and a great music video, and you guys are not. This isn't beyond belief. That being said, I think I recall the summer. Cheer Up was the one track that really got me to reevaluate K-pop in general.
Mm-hmm.
And I've told that story a couple times, but I started listening to it over and over and over again because on a production level, there's so many different layers about all the ear candy and vocal direction and production wise, there's 5 different genres mixed into it. And I was listening to it and I was like, wow, this is such a beautiful mess. In all the great ways. So for me, I think there's that personal layer of I started reevaluating an entire genre, an entire industry, and Doug, and that was for me that was a game changer. So
Cheer up.
Cheer Up.
Wait, our friendship hinged on you reevaluating me because of Cheer Up? Okay, I
Yeah.
think that's just what you said. Okay,
Yeah, sorry.
that's kind of sus, but all right, I'll let you do that.
Round 4.
Oh,
What is love versus yes or yes?
Okay, I find that these songs are about like equal power level. You know, if we're watching a shonen anime, these are about equal strength. You don't know how the writer's gonna write the storyline here. Oh, these are about the same tier in my mind. This one's kind of
You know what
tough.
this is like to me? Have you guys seen the last Harry Potter book?
Wait, have
movie?
we seen the last book?
Have you guys read the last book?
No, but I've seen the
No.
movie.
Okay. Well, spoiler alert for anybody who still hasn't finished Harry Potter. But Neville Longbottom chose Nagini,
Yep.
and we never read about it. It's just a passing thing. It just happens. For me, that would be the fight between these two songs. Jesus, very similar songs.
Yeah.
It happens. Very similar songs on a very similar level of playing, similar release date. Going back to what I said earlier, this was 2018, where I was like kind of sick of what Twice is doing.
I like
over
one
and
of these
over
songs
again.
more. I thought about it.
Do you?
I like What Is Love.
Is it what is love?
What Is Love? I think it's better.
Really?
Yeah.
I was leaning toward yes or yes.
Well, I guess it's down to me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I believe Yes or Yes is the first era when Junghyun stopped having short hair.
Yeah, I think so.
That
don't
is
know.
what it comes down to.
So you're picking What Is Love?
I'm picking What Is Love. Look at her blonde short hair.
Okay, here's
man.
the thing. I did not expect What Is Love to make it to the semifinals, dude.
Same. I didn't.
That's crazy.
It was very lucky.
Very lucky, dude.
All right, round the 4.
All right, this ain't even a debate. What is Love versus TT?
What is Love versus TT?
One of these is clearly like more iconic and a better song than the other one, right?
Just like TT.
All right, we just gonna pick TT here. The big debate is happening right now. Cheer Up versus Fancy. Oh my god, dude. This should be oh my god. My favorite Twice. So these are in my like top 5, right? Both of these.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of them is my favorite Twice song of all time, and that song is Fancy. Fancy's my favorite Twice song.
Yeah. I think between the two, the sound that Fancy has, it was so great. Everything about it was so great.
For me, we're ending up with my two. If Fancy wins, right? We're ending up with my 2 favorite Twice songs.
Well, sir,
Yeah.
it hasn't yet. So hear me out.
Oh,
Oh.
First of all, your t-shirt color matches the page 2 cover art. So, wow, traitor over here.
okay.
Look. First of all, Fancy couldn't have existed without Cheer Up. Second of all, I'm gonna look at the forest rather than the trees. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Cheer Up was the seed. It was the beginning point of an expansion of the Twice discography. They went so many different directions with it, but this was the song for me that really created the Twice voice, the Twice brand. This was the one, if you will. The whole sha thing that happened. Remember that?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
You
Oh,
remember
good
that?
point. Good point. Good point.
Fancy, on the other hand, of course, it's a great song by itself. It was the most listened song for me. I think ranked 5 or 6 for me in 2019. I get that. But however, if you look at the songs and their expansion from Fancy as a starting point, we had Feel Special, which I love. It's a great song. But then more and more, and then I Can't Stop Me. I don't know. I'm looking at this, and as an expansive seed point, I'm making some questions. And again, I'm looking at Doug's t-shirt, light blue, page 2, light blue.
Here's the
Cheer
thing.
up, baby.
For me,
Let's go.
If I have on YouTube, I type in like Twice music video playlist, and I have the playlist. If I'm picking one song to listen to, it's gonna be Fancy. That's why I have to pick it.
Wow.
What about you, Anita? You're gonna break this tie, Anita. Whether you like it or not, you're breaking this tie.
Warren made some good points.
Are you really?
What was killing?
Honestly, I'm okay with it falling either way, but Anita, you need to make the decision here.
Okay.
Look at Junghyun's hair in page 2, Anita. Look, remember the
like-
music video?
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
whole concept thing. There were cheer girls at some point, and then there
they were.
was a Chinese movie at some point.
They reference certain things, yeah.
Yeah. You know,
But
it's a
Fancy's just
rewatchable.
good. Like straight up good.
Fancy's is really good.
Mm,
See,
wow.
if I go by just personal taste, right? I feel like Fancy has that sound change,
Yeah,
that whole
buddy.
concept that I really, really like. But if I go by like, what is the term?
Iconic.
Legacy, right? Legacy of Twice. Cheer Up. It is. For me, I feel like that was
That's
the
the song?
breaking
That
point.
is their Deus Ex Machina. That is the one.
So you think if we like, you know how like groups are defined by like one song? Like I think Girls' Generation is defined by G as the song. Do you
Yeah,
guys
it's a very
believe that
important song.
Cheer Up is the Twice song?
I would say yes.
It's definitely one of them, and I feel like it.
One more thing I want to say about Fancy, and I think I said this back when we reviewed Fancy or discussed Fancy. Were we doing the podcast back then?
We were.
think
We were.
right?
We covered
Yeah,
it.
we were.
Right. It was. I think it was after the break. Cause yeah. Look, Fancy, great song. Now, have you guys? If you listen to the song without watching the music video, it's a bit of a different experience because it's a lot more clear in the visual music video that the concept has changed. It's very
What?
clear in the music video that the brand has changed. And the song itself, and trust me, I'm not the only person making this argument. On the song itself, that change was a little less clear.
Who cares? I'm talking about how good the song is, fam.
It's a great song, but like if we're hinging Fancy's success off of it was a complete 180 on their brand and whatnot, I raised some questions.
Okay,
Because it was a bridge rather than a complete 180 transition.
And that was great.
the other way you can see it is that
dang it.
like Cheer Up is their most iconic song, but Fancy might be their peak. That's how you could see it too.
Oh, peak.
You know what I'm saying?
one.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
another argument. But Anita, you got to pick. You don't
Oh,
got two
dang.
choices, yes or yes. You got to pick yes or no and pick one of these songs, Anita.
Yes,
Nina,
no.
I'm meeting my friends and I'm shy. Come on, let's go.
All right, Anita, you go on YouTube, you get the Twice playlist up, right?
Yeah.
And you have someone who's never heard Twice before, right? And you got to show them one of these songs. Which one are you showing?
Oh, wait.
It's even,
I thought the question was going a different way.
No, Anita, you gotta be like, this is it. What are we showing them?
Well, I feel like if I'm showing like this is Twice, I don't want to show them. I wouldn't show them only one video, but I probably, if I can only show them one video, it wouldn't be something that is several years old, because I feel like it might not be representative of their sound now.
This scenario is biased.
It is actually, Anita, just pick a song. Please just pick a song.
See, the question that the reference
Anita,
that you
just
made
pick a
there-
song,
hold on.
Anita.
Hold on, I'm
Cheer up,
leading up to
baby,
it. I'm
cheer up,
leading up to
baby.
it. When I search up Twice, Fancy is what comes up, because I listen to that a lot.
Finally.
Cheer
More
Up is
chat.
necessary though.
Okay,
Props to Cheer Up.
Final round.
we're at the final
Fancy.
round. Fancy versus TT, right? Fancy versus TT.
Oh, these are my favorite songs.
These are my two favorite Twice songs as well. Straight up, it might surprise you, I'm picking TT here.
Well,
What?
we're leaving the decision up to Anita again.
Well, you're picking
'Cause I'm
Fancy?
Fancy here.
Wait. I could be a little fickle, you know?
On a song structural level, I really think TT is iconic, has a lot of great moments, but it's kind of structurally weak. Fancy, on the other hand, it's a very structurally solid song. Yes, I presented the argument earlier that it kind of sounds too similar to their previous original sound, but my argument always has been that it's the bridge between the two. It's the best of both worlds. It's a collaboration. It is Marvel's Captain America Civil War, where you have both Captain America and Iron Man, so it's great. TT, on the other hand,
Here's the thing. I would pick Cheer Up over TT. So based on my logic, I need to pick Fancy here if I think about it.
goofed up, boy.
You know what I'm saying, right? Like based on my
yeah.
logic, I think Cheer Up's better than TT. I think that should have been the final, and because of that, I'm also leaning Fancy. But Anita, if like regardless of what's gonna happen, because Fancy's probably gonna win, which would you have picked between these two?
See, TT has a special place in my heart because I feel like TT was the point where I kind of really started liking Twice.
True.
And their sound, the concept, I liked everything about that comeback. The outfits, the Halloween stuff that they did. So I feel like TT is really nice.
But blonde Chaeyoung.
that like famous Chaeyoung outfit, the green checker, the green I don't know if it's argyle, but what gingham, whatever. I don't know what kind of pattern it was.
Gingham
right?
checkerboard
That thing.
pattern.
Iconic, fam.
Iconic.
Also, just TT's iconic. So Anita wanted to pick TT, I believe. Warren and I are choosing Fancy. Maybe we're too neutral, and there's like a recency bias here. But honestly, for me, if I'm listening to one Twice song, it's gonna be Fancy. And
Fancy's really good.
I guess that's how the dice falls.
Fancy.
All of the Twice songs are good.
Let us know what you would pick. Actually, let us know what your favorite 3 Twice songs are and put them in order. I'm very curious as to what people are going to say.
Can you?
Mine, it's probably Fancy, Cheer Up, TT, in that order.
Mine is probably Likey, and then Fancy, and then either Cheer Up or Heart Shaker.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right, let me fix the setup here. Go like
Are we
this.
returning to our original trio layout?
Yeah,
It is me. I'm Warren,
but Anita,
24 years
yes.
old.
what are your favorite 3?
See, TT and Fancy are up. I don't want to rank them because I really can't choose the ranking. But Fancy, TT, and oddly enough, I really like Signal.
Hey, Signal. Woo. Warren's judging. But next week we have more K-pop to cover. It's gonna be a crazy week, guys. So Tuesday we have Eyes, not Eyes One, Eyes. Wednesday on the 10th, March 10th, we have Wavy and Punch. Thursday is when the big hitters for specifically K-pop come out. So it's March 11th, Gravity, Ghost 9, and Soyu. On the 12th, we have DPR Ian and Rose's solo debut. That's going to be massive. And then a lot of crazy releases on Monday, March 15th. Pentagon, Woods, Purple Kiss debut. That's the group from RBW. Cypher debut. That's Rain's group. And there's what they're calling quote unquote Avengers. So they're putting a bunch of people together. Group called Omega X. So those are all the debuts from next week. We put up a poll, or at least I put up a poll in our in our Patreon channel on the Discord. It seems likely right now that it's probably going to be Gravity, Rose, Pentagon, Purple Kiss. I want to say something like that.
Go vote though.
Yeah, but go vote if you're a patron. This has been SojuTalk, the weekly shot of K-pop. I'm Doug. I'd like to thank Warren and Anita for joining me. It's been fun. Listen to all of the Twice songs. They're all great in their own way. But we'll see you guys next week. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Special shoutouts to our Fiesta patrons. Based Mina, Delmonic, Jedi, Goku Mama, Jacob, Luke Daniel, Malfiar, NJ Parks, Chris, Tier. Thank you for joining SojuTalk, the weekly shot of K-pop. And special thanks to our Discord server mods, Jacob, K-Music Erday, Koala, Malfiar, Max, No Bias Luna, Tuggles, and Wolf297.